I'm live. I'm still alive. Still very, very live. Still alive. You know what? I think today I've discovered the perfect amount of shampoo to use. More than this. Yes, I have a little bit more. Yeah, you've exposed me. I'm a fraud. I don't actually have hair. See, I'm a fraud. Because you got to find a balance. Because if I use too much, it gets too frizzy. If I don't use enough, it doesn't do anything. It stays greasy, and then it's like that's defeated the purpose. But today, I used the right amount. I'd like to think, if I don't say so myself, or even if I do say so myself. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. There you go. Thank you, Mr Tapscott. You're welcome, so beautiful. How are we? Well, not you, Dubai. Not you. Alright, joining me as always, Kitty Callahan. You can hand him a Granite Callahan, represented here by this Granite Island couple. Don't forget, they murdered penguins. I love you, Mr. Tapscott. Jesus. Straight away. Even when you are trying to claim credit for my investigations. It's a joint investigation, Kitty. I went to the website. I still had to go to the website. I did that. Not you. That's alright. No, that's Sylvia Jeffries. God. I'm in trouble now. Oh, shit. It's like calling your girlfriend. Yeah, I love you. I really love you, Sylvia. I mean, Tara. Oh, fuck. No. She loves you more. Every second. Of every minute. Of every hour. Of every day. Baby. I couldn't love you anymore. Don't forget, we're getting married. Who wants to go? Who's invited? Well, we'll see, won't we? The Turbo Apes would now like me to make a joint statement on their behalf. We endorse Mr. Tapscott's agenda of ridding the world of Nazism by any means necessary. You heard the man. That's their words. You heard the man. Don't enslave the Jews or anyone. No murder. No pedo shit. No pictures of a bird. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. He's Mr. Tapscott. That's what they said. That was what they said. Because that's what I normally say. I normally say, I'm Mr. Tapscott. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. But that time they said it. They said the whole thing about the pictures of a bird, no podcast, Mr. Tapscott, etc. Yeah, that was what they said. Because that's what normally I say. It's normally what I say. There you go. Tongue-tied. Right. Got a cracker over an episode. Yeah, by the way, Dubai. Do you remember all that shit? All the Houthi rebel activity in the Red Sea? How they're like trying to strangle the trade routes? Guess fucking who? Guess who? Yeah, East German Nazis operating out of fucking Dubai. Yeah. Just to piss everyone off. Just to slow everything down. Yeah. Just to disrupt traffic, like just to disrupt trade, make things more expensive, make things harder to get, make delivery times slower, just to hold everything back, just to pull it down. Yeah, that's it. Houthi rebels, financed by Silicon Valley. True story. True story. It was a Gestapo, a Stasi secret police, PSYOP, financed by Peter Thiel and Silicon Valley Nazis. to make it easier to be a pedo. So, fuck you, Dubai. Fuck you. No pictures of the bird where I think 80% of you are. Yeah. 10% of you are incapacitated now. And 10% will, I don't know, hopefully spread the word. Don't fuck around with Mr Tapscott. All the turbo babes. Or anyone. Just don't fuck around. Don't isolate the Jews or anyone. All your money is blood money. It's all cartel, Silicon Valley, dog shit money. All those dog shit buildings in Dubai, it's all money laundering. It's all a giant money laundering scheme for fucking drug cartels and international crypto, like Russian Mafia, Russian Nazis. So you know how I traced the spread of Nazism once the wall came down and they all just went, psh. Yeah, and a couple of like super high-ranking Stasi officers got jobs in Gazprom in Russia. That's where they've been hiding their money. So they've been stealing from the Russian people. They've been stealing tax dollars from the Russian people. That's how they became oligarchs. And then they invested in Dubai. And Dubai's just like, just do whatever the fuck you want. We don't have any regulation at all. As long as you've got cash, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's why it's a massive child sex trafficking hub as well, by the way. That movie Taken, that was actually low-key. That was low-key MOSSAD propaganda to say, heads up, sex trafficking and slavery is a legitimate thing. That's a thing. What happens to Liam Neeson's daughter in that movie? That actually happens. Like backpackers get kidnapped and then they just disappear. Doesn't always happen to rich white Americans, but it happens to. Yeah, it happens. And then they get auctioned off and just sold into slavery, and that's it. And it happened to Dubai. Yeah, they have those auctions where there's like, number 49, they all have they're all sitting in the glass booths going, 10 million quadrus or whatever the fuck the currency is. Yeah. Yeah. And then more often than not, when they get bored, or they get too old, they hit 35, they don't want to fuck them anymore. Guess where they go? Off to the death camp. Off to the disposal hub. So, good riddance, says everyone. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Also, we did Bali today, because Bali was the same. Bali's the same. Exactly the same. It's just a shit. Yeah, child sex trafficking hub for Southeast Asia. Yeah. You sail your yacht in catch a flight to Malaysia, sail your yacht in without like any documentation or whatever. Load up on children, sail them back to wherever. Epstein Island, that's a thing. The Epstein Island, that's just the most famous one. There are like 10,000 Epstein Islands where it's like a super rich guy owns an island and he has like 150 armed private security guards that just roam the island. And then they just do whatever. They've got like sex torture dungeons and all that shit. Yeah. And then as we've established, it's like they just need a pottery kiln. That's it. If you want to dispose of a body easily. I'm getting a bad reaction down. Dubai apparently weren't happy about being mute. Kotaro, like, yeah, sick, fucking do it again. Yeah. Yeah, now the Middle East are saying, like, we'd like to release a joint statement. Thank you, because fuck you, Dubai. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, dog shit, yeah. Yeah, that's Saudi. It's like they're in the same boat as that Saudi crown prince, who is just a, like, fucking Nazi asshole. Yeah, just murdering whoever. Just lived completely lawlessly. Just did whatever the fuck he wanted. Yeah. Yeah, gross. Yeah, he's gone, by the way. Yeah. MOSSAD took care of that piece of shit. Yeah. With the backing of his family. We checked. It's like, but you know how this prince. Yeah. What's his name? Saudi prince. Douchebag.
was a child, I never knew what that do to me.
Yeah.
The wave of love is a transient hunt.
This fucking guy.
Time to speak about Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is under the scanner. Human Rights Watch released a chilling report. It accuses bin Salman of using public funds to expand his power and commit abuses. Now, the Saudi government has not responded to these claims and reports yet. We tell you more.
New York-based Human Rights Watch group has come out with a 93-page report accusing Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of whitewashing human rights abuses. The chilling report describes how the Saudi de facto ruler asserted control over the Public Investment Fund, which now manages assets worth around $925 billion compared to $84 billion a decade ago. It accuses the 39-year-old of seizing companies and assets from elite Saudis during its anti-corruption campaign in 2017. In what was dubbed an anti-corruption drive, 200 powerful Saudi business people, royals and senior officials were initially arrested and taken to the Ritz-Carlton in Riyadh. Saudi officials said around $106 billion was seized from individuals during this 1.5-year purge. However, the figure is disputed. The report also ties PIF-owned companies to abuses at some of the most prominent mega projects under Vision 2030. Neither the Saudi government nor the PIF have responded to the accusations. The PIF has played a major role in improving Saudi Arabia's reputation globally, including through splashy investments in sports that have drawn the world's top footballers, tennis players, golfers, and Formula One drivers to the Gulf Kingdom. That strategy is expected to get a ringing endorsement next month when the FIFA Congress is set to formally approve Saudi Arabia's bid to host the World Cup in 2034.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the PG-13 little story about that piece of shit. And this is just one of his killings, but he's murdered like over 300 people. In the same way he killed Jamal Khashoggi. Khashoggi was just the one he got like super casual about. Yeah, it's like, oh, whatever. Who's going to miss him? Yeah. Yeah. Second of October 2018, Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi dissident journalist, was killed by agents of the Saudi government at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. Khashoggi was ambushed and strangled by a 15-member squad of Saudi operatives. His body was dismembered and displayed in some way that was never publicly revealed. The consulate had been secretly bugged by the Turkish government. And Khashoggi's final moments were captured in audio recordings, transcripts of which were subsequently made public. Yeah. This guy, yeah. Yeah, so this guy, he's a real piece of shit. And everyone knew it, but the Saudis, because they didn't want to, they're very faithful people, basically. Like, well, their opinion was that, well, God has installed him there as a prince, and so we can't fuck around with that. And then some MOSSAD quietly approached. Oh, we'll speak about MOSSAD today. Yeah, we'll speak about MOSSAD next. MOSSAD quietly approached them and went, well, I mean, yeah, they did that. They said, like, you should just do you could just do an adios counselor if you wanted. You're like, what do you mean? Like, well, I mean, you know, you don't have to kill him, but if something were to happen to him, would you necessarily be upset about that? And they're like, not really. Not really. That would kind of be quite convenient for us, to be honest with you, because he is a piece of shit and everyone knows it. Yeah. Is that okay? Say no more. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah. So yeah, quick refresher. Now I have to play the video. That's all right. That's all right. So when I say like adios counselor, this is what I'm referring to. It's like where you kill someone by just not protecting them. It's like, oh, well, fine. I'll just stop protecting you. That's it. And then it's like, oh, then they get killed. Interesting.
A delivery for you, Mr. Kleinfeld.
From who?
From my father and my brother.
Adios, counselor.
Yeah. We'll play the whole thing. Yeah, we will. We'll play the long one.
Hey, who are you?
Kleinfeld is my lawyer.
All right, hands on the wall.
Yeah, by the way, Fire Space Magic. I'm Carlos Brigante.
Go ahead.
Or Carlito Brigante, of course. The coolest one. The best one. And Sean Penn is Chris.
Relax, Dave. It's your pal.
Scared the hell out of me. Goddamn cops not supposed to let anybody in. I mean, it's you, it's okay, but...
Cops ain't gonna protect you. Mom is looking for you.
Yes. I know. Where the fuck have you been?
What do you got here?
Where you been?
How you feeling?
Well, I'm not feeling very well. Where the fuck have you been?
I've been to Norwalk's office. I heard the tape.
That pig.
Never give up your friends, Dave. No matter what.
They doctor these things. Play them out of context. I can't believe you are such a... Don't fucking do that! Fuck you! What the fuck are you doing? Would you fucking put that away? It's loaded! Fuck you and your self-righteous code of the goddamn street. Did it pull you out of a 30-year stint in 5 years? Did it? No, it didn't. I did. Did it get you acquitted 4 fucking times? No, it didn't. I did. So fuck you. Fuck the street. Your whole goddamn world's this big, and there's only one rule. You save your own ass.
Save your own ass.
Save your own ass.
See this? Belongs here. Not behind the pillow. This way you can reach for it quick. When they come in, you ready for it. So long, Dave. You got a beautiful future.
Quitting time.
You early?
Yeah, a few minutes. Finish your paper?
It's all yours.
Thanks. That'll be good. Mr. Kleinfeld. There's a delivery for you, Mr. Kleinfeld.
From who?
From my father and my brother.
Adios, counselor.
So that's what we mean when I say adios, counselor. It's like, well, we'll just stop protecting him. Yeah, that's effectively what we did. Yeah. We've done that a few times. So Sarah Silverman was a big one, where I was like, well, if you come in, you play ball, you're dirty, you're potentially in very serious trouble. And then she went, okay. And then she came in, paid lip service, and then backflipped. And I was like, all right, well, adios, counselor. Because Bill Burr was fucking, because she was connected to the murder of Patrice O'Neill. And Bill Burr was he's a psycho killer anyway. So he was raring to go. Well, let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes, Bill. Let's see where it goes. And then as soon as she's like, fucks us up, I was like, okay. Okay. And then Bill's like, fuck you. Bang. Yeah, took care of that. So yeah, whenever I say adios, counselor, that's what I'm referring to. So that was what we did to Khashoggi. Or that's what the Saudis did to Khashoggi. No, not Khashoggi. The Crown Prince. They just went, all right. MOSSAD stepped in and said, like, what if, So we're not saying, like, okay, that's fair enough. You don't want to kill him. That's fair. That's fair. That's reasonable. But what if, if something were to happen to him, if he just stopped showing up to dinner one day, would you necessarily have a problem with that? And they're actually like, well, not really. So yeah, they pulled an adios counselor on the Crown Prince. Yeah, because he was a real piece of shit. Anyway, he wasn't. He made no secret of it. He was just openly like, I can't. He was like Epstein. Yeah, he was as bad as Epstein. Basically, he was just like, yeah, I'm a murderer. Whatever. Fuck you. Yeah, didn't care if anyone knew it. Yeah. Anyway, dog shit. I can't. Anyway, today I am going to tell the story. I mean, out of sighting is pushing me forward, so be brave, Nick. Be courageous and tell your story of the hardcore punk band here in Adelaide in 2006, which nearly killed you, but didn't in the end. Anyway, you survived, which is pretty baller. Yeah, because we've got some revelations there about that scene, about that crew. Lisa Dottore is a joke, like she was in that scene, and she sort of knows what I'm going to talk about. I don't even know. Apparently, Apparently, it's way more, and it's way worse than I thought. Yeah. Cool, something to look forward to. But speaking of hospitals, because Carlito Brigante, that scene was in a hospital, and today I walked around Potts Point, and I walked past St Luke's Hospital in Potts Point. It's near the church, sort of down the hill near Rushcutters Bay. Yeah. The primary private hospital, St Luke's private hospital. Not for profit. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is about St Luke's. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's it. That's it as well. Yeah. So the thing about this place is it offers palliative care. It has palliative care. And therefore it's fully equipped to cremate bodies and does so daily, perfectly legally and perfectly reasonably, as most major hospitals do. But that hospital specifically does palliative care. Yeah. Which means it's got the cremation ovens going around the clock. Now, I am busting for the bathroom. So I'm going to put on a video for you guys to listen to while I go to the can. Number 1 or number 2, they say, well, I'll let you use your imagination. Number 3. I have to empty my colostomy bag. No. It's dinner time as well. Yeah. That's good. Okay, that was I'm gonna fucking that was I'm gonna fucking kill you with. Sick. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to get this little bit of housekeeping out of the way, and then we'll talk about I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You, the band. Yeah, okay. MOSSAD gone. And not in a harsh way. I hope it's not the harsh way. Nah, they're all of them are like, nah, that's reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, so MOSSAD is effectively shut down. 80% of the agency remain, 20% were corrupt. Because the worldwide all the intelligence agencies were corrupt because they were all formed. They were all formed around 1950, and over that time they just got too old. People had been there too long. They just got like fucking. They're comfortable in their arse grooves. They just got lazy, corrupt. They're taking bribes, forming cliques with other intelligence agencies. Yeah, dog shit. So yeah, it happened to pretty much all of them, like CIA. They started group thinking, like there's no fresh thinking coming through. ASIO, CIA, Australian Signals Directorate. Australian Signals Directorate shot down Yamamoto in World War II. And then you fast forward 80 years, and it's like, well, that's how we justify murdering bartenders. Like, yeah, because we know what we're doing. We're the Australian Signals Directorate. You're not telling us we're making a mistake. We never make mistakes. It's, bro, why did you murder her? Because I think well, yeah, you didn't have her. Yeah, she was vulnerable when you took her out. That's it. Yeah, so yeah, and that's yeah. So that's kind of why MOSSAD had to get shut down. So that 80%, I think about 40% of them are just going to retire. They're just going to quit intelligence altogether. And they're quite happy. They're quite happy about that because it's pretty stressful work. And then the remaining, the remaining 40% are going to be redistributed into other areas. They're going to move into other agencies and stuff like that. Yeah, and Wininger agency are going to pick up a couple of them. Yeah, just to be liaisons, so they've got eyes and ears in Middle East and things like that. Yeah, which is fun. That's fine. Yeah, cool. Oops. Yeah. Because that works. Yeah. Cool. Thank you for being so gracious about it, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, because Israel's not off the hook altogether either. There's plenty of corruption in Israel. There are plenty of dog shit losers there. Yeah. Yeah. And it's the same. Just because it was so globalized. And it's the same money. That money. There's cocaine in Israel. Like anywhere that people use cocaine, there's corruption. Because that's where the cartels are. Anywhere there's cocaine, there's cartels. Anywhere there's cartels, there's corruption. Yeah, 5 families are in there. The 5 families are global. It's globalization. That was a thing, but it wasn't just a thing for like fucking TV and movies and stuff like that. It was globalization for crime. Yeah. So wherever, like crime, just 5 families went global, and so did Yakuza, and so did fucking cartels, and so did dodgy skull and bone, CIA, Nazis. Like, yeah, it all went global. And so Israel, like every nation on earth, had corruption. Yeah, every nation has corruption. Look at Australia. It's like Sydney's mostly okay. If you squint, just scrapes through. But I should finish talking about the hospital symbolics. Yeah. Sydney's okay if you squint. Melbourne was cooked. Melbourne was fucking cooked, and so was Ballarat, and so was Bendigo, and so was Horsham. Yeah. Dog shit. Yeah. And so was Albury Wodonga. Yeah. And so was Dubbo. Like, yeah, there's all these little pockets in Australia which were just like fucking trash magnets, effectively. Yeah, disgusting. Yeah. And look at the United States. Look at the difference in culture between like Southside Chicago and fucking Kentucky. Like, where you got KKK Nazis just openly hanging out, advertising themselves and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, dog shit. yeah. So anyway, MOSSAD, no more. And fine. They're like, well, what agency are you with these days, Mr. Tapscott? Whoever. Whoever. My position remains the same. It's like, as long as I'm not getting a paycheck, I don't work for fucking anyone. I don't get a paycheck. I'm on Centrelink. So that's it. I'm YouTube guy. That's it. That's who I work for. YouTube. I don't get any money from that either. Yeah. So yeah, that's my position. I don't work for anyone. Unless someone unless someone pays me. Yeah, and Taraban say like that's actually a really healthy way to look at it. And that's the same for all the turbo babes. We're all broke now, basically, all of us. Yeah, even Edward and Nina. It's like, yeah, even Edward and Nina. Did they do the same thing as me? Like, yeah, just got rid of all their cash. Yeah, why should we do that? So we can't get sued, basically. Like, yeah. But the downside of getting sued is that we won't have any money. So it's like the jail thing. We had to go to jail to avoid going to jail. No, it's for a very good reason. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, it's not a good idea for turbo babes at this stage to have money. Yeah, so we're all broke. Yeah, we're all broke. Yeah. For now, we're gonna have money. We will have money at some point. Yeah, we've got a few irons in the fire. Yeah, but just for this phase of the turbo babe takeover, the turbo babe arrival, Mr. Tapscott, the turbo babe arrival. It's better for everyone if we're broke. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, yeah. Tara's like, you got me. Yeah, you got to go to jail to avoid going to jail. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's treated. Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, but it makes sense. No, it all makes sense. Yeah, that's right. I know. I understand. I'm just being flippant. That's me. That's just me being Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Yeah, I complained about it, but I did it. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so St. Luke's in Potts Point, that hospital there, it's palliative care hospital. Yeah, private hospital. So what does their website say? Oh. This is an exclusively Mr. Tapscott and no one else. It's fine. I did it. I did all the research on my own. No one helped me at all. It was just me. I just did it on my own. No one helped. No one helped me at all. Oh, you Kitty Callahan. No, not you, Kitty Callahan. No, Kitty Callahan. Yeah, Kitty Callahan, of course. Yeah. It's a joint Mr. Tapscott Kitty Callahan investigation. But it was mostly Kitty Callahan. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, she was teasing me. Because, like, it's like, why did you take credit for it's not a joint investigation for a start. I just told you about it. Like, oh, that wasn't that mean. No, but that's true. Yeah, Kitty Callahan's like, yeah, check this shit out. Yeah, so basically that's it. Yeah, Kitty Callahan's the cop, and then she tells me, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, yeah, that's how it kind of plays out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, dementia support, carers, preventative healthcare, physiotherapy, yeah, hydrotherapy. Sleep center, yeah, fucking hell. Support at home, that's how they murdered my mother. Government support at home packages, yeah. Permanent residential aged care, short-term and respite care, palliative care, residential aged care, yeah. So, all of that equips them extremely, to perfectly legally on a daily basis dispose of bodies. So who's to say? I mean, you know, how many did you do yesterday? Something like somewhere between 10 and 15. Well, which one was it? 10 or 15? Who's to say? Who's to say? Yeah. It's a big centre. It's a fucking big hospital, right? So anything could go on there, and you wouldn't know. Like if you're in one wing of the hospital, you wouldn't know what's going on in the next wing. It's huge. Yeah, let's play Google. Like I won't play Google Maps on it just yet. But have we claimed it yet? We have. Yeah, we've rinsed it. So we've gone through. Yeah, SAS went through and just like, yeah, anyone that was in there who wasn't innocent, which is no one, was dispatched. Yeah. Yeah, let's check this time. Yeah, and the other thing is like this down churches because this is a church institution. Yeah, this is a Catholic church enterprise. This is a Catholic church landholding. Yeah. So this here, that's Potts Point. There's the Art Gallery of New South Wales there. They didn't do any body disposal there, did they? No. They definitely Art Gallery of New South Wales would collect intelligence though. Like if you went there, if you use your credit card to buy something, that would give that intelligence straight to the Gestapo, straight to the Stasi. Yeah. That's the Opera House there, just for context. And that's the Sydney Opera. And then over here, this is where I used to live. There's St Vincent's. That's Oxford Street. That's Cafe. That's where Cafe Freddy's used to be, right there. Is it? Yeah. Cafe Freddy's used to be over here. Yeah. Cafe Freddy's used to be there, right there. That was that. Yeah, Abstract Thoughts Gallery. That's part of it. That was part of their Stasi secret police station. Their fucking Spanish fascist secret police station. That's St Vincent's Hospital. That's actually that one. That's military. It's not a secret now, but yeah, it's actually an Australian military hospital. So if you ever get in an accident, if you ever get hit by a car, go to St Vincent's. Yeah, if you ever need like an actual hospital, go there. Go to St Vincent's because they won't murder you. Murder free since 1995. Yeah. Yeah. That's Rushcutters Bay Park. That's Elizabeth Bay. So I used to live down there. Yeah. Yeah, there's Bay Park. Yeah, so I used to live here in there. No, I used to live in this building here. I used to live there. Yeah. And then over here is St Luke's. So look, you can see the size of the area there. It's fucking huge. There's Ward Avenue. I used to live over here as well. I used to live in that building there. Number 3. True Health Medical Practice. That is also a Nazi operation. They've murdered like 180 people in there. Yeah. Those medicos. Yeah. And then this is where they dispose of the bodies. So you can see the size of it. It's fucking massive. And look how many stories it is. Yeah. Looks haunted already, doesn't it? It looks fucking terrifying. Yeah. 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 So all of this is part of it. Pretty much. Yeah. All of that is part of it. And then across the street here is that's a Catholic church. And so they would work hand in hand. So vulnerable people, they've got like St. Canice's kitchen. That was where homeless people would turn up for free food. They'd get scoped out there at that church. And then like they'd provide the intelligence to whoever. And then they'd get poisoned or stabbed. And then they'd brought to St. Luke's and they'd be disposed of there. Yeah. Sydney Pain Clinic. So they've got heaps of like meds and shit. They can do whatever the fuck they want, basically. Yeah. Now over here, this building. That's a 37 Roslyn Street. That is a child sex hub. That's a brothel. Yeah. Yeah, in there. Is in there, Kitty Callahan? Yeah, in there. Number 37, yeah. And in there as well. That's the hospital there, that's St. Luke's. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, there are heaps of different entrances to it. It's extremely easy to get in and out. It's got like private driveways and shit. You could back your car, like you could drive into like a carport. It's almost like the ambulance bay. You can drive into like a carport, almost like the ambulance bay. You can put someone in the boot of your car and just drive in, drop them off. Goodbye. If they don't murder them there, all their patients, like the amount of, at a rough guess, 100,000 murders at St. Luke's. Yeah. When I was working at Air Tasker, one of the dumb bitches who had committed 39 murders. When did she start murdering people? Can you come out? 2017 she started. Yeah, but that's why she was working at Air Tasker. She was part of their goon squad. Yeah. Yeah, she said to me, it's like, oh, I thought of you the other day, Nick Tapscott, because I walked past St. Luke's and it reminded me that you live near there. And I thought about it like as I walked past today. I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah, Kitty Callan's like, yeah, see that building? Child sex, that's a brothel. Child sex brothel. See that building? Child sex brothel. Yeah, child sex rings run out of it. Basically, like, scumbags bought the whole building. It's like a whole building full of apartments. And then it's just like, oh, they're just Airbnbs. They treat them like short-term rental studios, effectively. But basically in there, like, they'll put a kid in there and just say, wait here. And then you turn up, the kid's in there. You rape the kid. You leave. If the kid complains or accidentally dies, like if that's, maybe they've got a fetish, maybe they're into that, maybe they want to rape and murder, which happens. Yeah. People will pay. Yeah, they'll pay. Like, I want the experience of raping a child and then murdering them. Yeah. And then just across the street, you've got St. Luke's. And that's why those brothels are there next to the disposal unit. How many bodies do you reckon have been disposed there? Over 1 million, like murdered people, yeah, over the years. Starting from when it was built, basically. Fuck you, St. Luke's. $19.19. Yeah, so this is the Catholic Church operational in Australia, basically Opus Dei. Since then, they've been deleting people with some Luke's. Yeah, local Koreans mostly. That's where they started, and they just expanded to everyone, pretty much. Yeah, the Cross would attract heaps of people. The Cross has been a red light district for, yeah, especially since the Second World War. It would be a magnet for destitute people. They'd turn up to the Cross, attracted to the drugs and the partying, get hooked on heroin. They'd be sex workers. They'd be strippers looking to make a living. They'd get addicted to heroin. They eventually get worn out. Their pimps are just like, well, time to go, basically. And then off to St. Luke's. Yeah. Living quarters for the nurses. Is that like a barracks for the private militia? Yeah. The Catholic Goon Squad. Yeah. The Opus Dei Goon Squads. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking dodgy. So this is like one of the original pictures of a bird. Yeah. It's one of the original pictures of a bird. Yeah. The Death Squad barracks. Yeah. Right there. Fucking hell. I lived across the street. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Surely I was a target for them since I moved in, basically. Why didn't they... Did they try? Like, yeah. What did they try? Like breaking into my house and stuff while I was there? Yeah. That was thwarted by SAS, like, yeah, pretty much. And Turbo Babes, yeah. Fucking hell. Well, they, like, tried kicking the door in or something, like, yeah. Fuck me. How many other people does that happen to in Ward Avenue? Like, fucking heaps. Hundreds. Yeah. They just knock on the door and force their way in. Like, yeah. Yeah, I guess that had happened. That happened to me at that apartment. Like, the doorbell would ring. Like, someone would say, oh, can you let me in? And then, you know, if you say yes, you come out of your apartment, they've got you. Yeah, basically. And then they just rush in, stab you. Like, yeah. Fucking hell. Oh, that was that cunt down at fucking Dulcie's. Yeah, he was one of their assassins. Yeah. Was he sizing me up? Yeah. We took care of him, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Was that just because I was an Anzac? Yeah, no, Nazis. Yeah, fucking spastic dogs. Yeah. Where'd he go? Did he go to Guantanamo? Yeah, fuck you. Come. Yeah. There you go. Pretty terrifying. It's that close to death. But it's not the first time. Your mate, Mr Tapscott, has been close to death. I've always lived in dangerous areas. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, do you remember Street Kids? Who remembers Street Kids? Because that was a thing in the 80s, and then what happened? It stopped being a problem, didn't it? And now we know why. Yeah. Yeah. That is a child sex trafficking ring. Youth off the streets. Homeless youth charity. Wayside Chapel. Yeah. Yeah. All of these. They all are. They're all child sex trafficking rings. Open 24 hours. Yeah. Inner city homelessness service. The crossing in King's Cross, Sydney helps young people aged 16 to 24. Yeah. Ugh. Gross. Well, fuck you, St. Luke's. You're lucky they got to you first, because if Kitty Callahan told me that, well, you were still around, I would have possibly lost my temper. In person. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is going to ruffle a few feathers, but this This is a MOSSAD / SAS bar. Brandy is in the SAS. Brandy is effectively a military police officer. Yeah. Aussies. Yeah. So if you've been in there, you've been tagged. MOSSAD's gone through your phone. And so is the SAS. And so is MOSSAD embedded in the AFP. And you're fucking cooked. Especially that fucking stumpy, that short-ass bartender who used to work there. Yeah, now he's shitting his pants because he's a fucking uncle boogie. Yeah. I can't remember his name, but that guy. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, Dulces. Yeah, and that's why it was set up, because it was like so many fucking murders in the cross. Yeah. 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 So many murders in the cross. So much child sex trafficking and like prostitutes going missing, prostitutes getting murdered on the job. Heroin overdoses, fentanyl overdoses, like drug trafficking, like not just like drug use, like drug consumption, not just like street level dealing, but proper trafficking. It was shady as shit. Yeah. And so they set it up there. That's basically like a little, and same with Potts Point Hotel. That's effectively like MOSSAD / formerly AFP, but like MOSSAD embedded in AFP set that up. And now it's Australian military, like SAS, the good Australian military. Yeah, the old dodgy Australian military is gone. ADF is gone. Pretty much everyone, all the Navy personnel that were stationed at HMS Cuttable are gone. Because they were all corrupt. All of them. Yeah. They were all trafficking for fucking cartels. They all were all trafficking. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of pedophilia in there. And a bunch of like murders and shit like that, yeah. So fuck you. Yeah, useless. Yeah. And, you know, high command lining their pockets, making retarded decisions like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's commission a new boat that's like obsolete before they even hit approve on the fucking email. Yeah. It's like that stuff like that littoral combat ship. Like clitoral, but littoral. Yeah, that littoral combat ship. Yeah. It's a piece of shit. And they're like, yeah, let's get a bunch of those. But they were taking bribes too. Yeah, taking kickbacks. Speaking of kickbacks, it's time for old Uncle Nick. Old Mr Tapscott to get paid. Or at least try to get paid. And that's why, if you're going to break up a child sex trafficking ring, you probably need mobile data. And that's why, if you click the link in the bio, you can get one of these plans for cheap. Look at that. 35 gig, $10. 20 gig for $8. That's all you need, man. 20 gig in a month. If you got good Wi-Fi in your home, $8. And then you buy your phone outright. Go get yourself like a HMD Pulse Pro from Office Works or JB Hi-Fi. Throw that Apple piece of shit in the trash. Just get rid of it. Leave it on a bus and confuse the fuck out of like Nazi scumbags. Where is he? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, get rid of that shit. Get a Lyca SIM. Bang. 20 gig, $8. That's it. I had 20 gig this month. It cost me about $9. Yeah, it's more than enough. Yeah, I could shoot no pictures of a bird every day for a month for $20. 150 gig, I could do it for a month or 28 days. Yeah, easily. $20. Fuck yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of foreign people in the country now. You may be looking for an option, like maybe you've just arrived. You're from China, you're from India, you're from Russia, you're from the United States of America. You need a SIM. There you go, cheap, 80 gig, $15. And then look at this. unlimited calls to 35 countries. So I'm assuming unlimited calls to 13 countries. Look, if you're from the UK, if you're from the United States, if you're from France, I'm sure that your nation is on the list. Unlimited calls to 35 countries. Unlimited calls to 59 countries, $20. Fucking hell. You can make friends. Maybe you want to. Maybe now's the time. Maybe you've never called 59 countries. Maybe you're from Australia. You've never left Australia. Maybe now's the time to reach out and make some friends in other countries. Start calling. See if you can call all 59. Make it a challenge. Yeah, make a friend. Make 59 new friends from around the world who aren't Nazis. Don't you hate Nazis? Yeah, they're fucked. All right, sick. There's one. Tick. Yeah. Now, Sylvia Jeffrey says, I'm required now to eat a chocolate biscuit and put the kettle on. I might do it the other way around, Sylvia. So that's a good idea, Mr. Tapscott.
Want it so bad to be alone. I couldn't fool myself for too long. I fool myself for too long. Fled the sea.
Man eating biscuits sarcastically is taking comedy to new levels. This is what YouTube was invented for. Genius. Genius. do it for you, Sylvia. She's like, so simple. It's like, why didn't anyone think? And then this, like, that's it. Well, one thing that's not funny at all is the band "I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You" real tough. There's no joke about that. No, that's not true. That's not true. "I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You" was my band when I was 20. I reckon I was probably 25. Yeah, it was a bit hectic. So that time of my life, I was living in a house called Giza Palace. And that's a hold up. That's a story on its own. But basically, there was a big house in the middle of Adelaide. Actually, we could play Google Maps on that. Not to blow it up, but to just show you where it is. Yeah, it's still there. Anyway, it's this, like, so the of Adelaide is Hindley Street. So it's kind of like the red light district. And it's just as sleazy. And back then, it was very sleazy. There were heaps of syringes, like, there was a little public toilet where people would shoot up and they'd throw the syringes just over the fence into our backyard. Then you'd find, like, if you went over the roof, you'd find syringes in the fucking gutters and shit. Yeah, hectic. There. There it is. Yeah, I think that's it right there, isn't it? Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the servo there. Yeah, that's the servo there, and that's where I used to live, 102 Phillip Street. Yeah, and then that's a hotel, 2 hotels there. Both murder hubs now. Both murder hubs, apparently. Marcelina was Andromeda. Oh, there's a strip club there now. Sweet. There's a nightclub there. What happened? Yeah, there is. That's Giza Palace. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. It had a big shed, it had a big 2-car garage, and it was just there. It's just like in the middle of the city for no reason. Yeah. So I was living there, and we did a bunch of stuff there, but I won't tell all the Giza Palace stories right now. I was living there for a while, and I'd always been a drummer. And I was in a band called Vague, and they were shit. And we weren't going anywhere. We were rehearsing twice a week, and it was just like, it was painful. Yeah, it just wasn't very big. It was, and all of them turned out to be Uncle Bully. All of them turned out to be pedos. Everyone in that scene. Yeah. So I always wanted to get back into drumming. I was kind of involved in hip hop, like trying to be a local club promoter, not being very good at it. Just because, like, it was all gangsters, like, yeah. It Don't go to Nick Tapscott's parties, like things like that. Yeah, I tried. We used to throw techno parties at the Geezer Palace in the backyard. It was sick. But so I really wanted to go back into drumming, like in a band. It was like, it's like managing artists. Because when you're a promoter, that's what you do. You manage the artists. You're the guy that's like, you got to manage the money. You got to decide who's going on what time. You got to design the flyers, all that shit. But I wanted to be the guy who doesn't have to deal with any of that crap and just it's like you're playing at 9, cool, and then I'll turn up and play. That's it. That's it. That's it. So, and this is I manifested this, by the way. This is Tara Bennett. I manifested it. So this is manifestation in action. So I was there. I played drums in my shed on my own. And then I used to hear off in the distance a guitarist and a bass player they'd be playing. And I'd hear it. But I couldn't hear drums. And I'm like, but I'd play on my own. And then I'd hear them play their guitar and their bass guitar. And then finally, maybe Kitty Callahan was in there going, using her force power. I was like, I've got a suggestion. Maybe you should go and talk to those guys. And so I went, okay. I thought of it. I've got an amazing idea. Me, not you, Kiko. Partial yeah. But yeah, okay, no, it was more like I thought, so maybe I should go talk to them. But yeah, it was like, yeah, Tara Bennett, like I said, like Tara Bennett will give you opportunities. She won't do it for you, but she'll give you an opportunity. And so she's like, okay, this guy wants to be in a band. I'll give him an opportunity. But I still had to do it. And Kitty Callahan kind of went like, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I could go talk to them. And then Kitty Callahan heard me think that, and she's like, yeah, that's a cool idea. Do it. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, cool. That's a cool idea. You should go do it. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. And so I I tracked them down, and they're across the street in this big fucking building called the Smacky Flats. Now, they were called the Smacky Flats because they were effectively just a slum. That's what it was. It was a big slum building. Yeah. Smacky, short for smack, like heroin. Yeah. Where were we? Yeah, so that's... And then they were over here. Yeah, they were there. That's it there. Those buildings there. That's the Smacky Flats. Let's see. Are they still there? Can you go? Yeah, they're still there. Yeah, okay, they've been redone. Okay, they used to be just like big. Yeah, they just used to be apartments, like upstairs and downstairs apartments. Pilates, yeah. Yeah, and then Geezer Palace is over behind. This is Marcelino's Pizzeria. And then Geezer Palace is over behind there. Yeah. And so I tracked them down to that apartment there. That was Russell's apartment. Yeah. So Russell William McMahon, the loosest unit I've ever in my entire fucking life. Was he secretly a turbo babe? Really? Russell was a turbo babe. Fuck off. It wasn't you, was it, Kitty? It was Alda Harding. Fucking hell, Alda Harding. You're a loose unit. Why were you such a bitch? Fuck you. No, okay, you're tricking me. Yeah, that's a joke. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Because he was a spastic. He was. Yeah, he's a massive spastic. Anyway. Yeah, it's like, why would you? Yeah. I know God likes to test, but not like that usually. Yeah. It's not, God's not normally that much of a fuck with, but yeah. That wasn't even a demon. That's not even really a demon thing to do. The demon would just get it done and just fuck you up and leave. Yeah, but Russell was like, he would fuck himself up. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah. He was a piece of shit though. So Aldous Harding was like, if you're a piece of shit, Aldous Harding she'll start circling. Yeah, she'll start circling around you. That's why if I go somewhere and I see Aldous, like, because I know what she looks like. She always like gives me a little wink. Yeah. So if I go somewhere, like in Victor Harbour, I walked past when I was staying at Phoebe the Serial Killer and Sam the white supremacist house. I'd walk past the footy club, and then one Saturday they were doing a footy training, and I saw there were heaps of Aldous Harding had heaps of fucking angels in there, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're in trouble, they're in big trouble. Because yeah, if Aldous Harding gets in there, it's bad news. Yeah, if you've got an Aldous Harding hanging around, it's bad news for you. Yeah, because that's what she's attracted to. She's like, okay, this person is almost definitely going to die. Not because she's going to kill him necessarily. They're going to do something that's going to get themselves killed, and then she'll be there. She's like, okay, I'll get in early. Basically, yeah, they're going to die. So, hello, I'll get to know you now because we're going to be getting to know each other later. Yeah. So Aldous Harding, because this guy was such a spastic. Anyway. So I tracked the sound down. To that apartment, and I walked in there, and I was like at the time, I was like, because there was a whole thing. It was like disco versus rock. So it was like punk and hardcore versus pretentious wankers. So Rundle Street was pretentious wankers, and that was me. I was a pretentious Rundle Street wanker because I was a barista at Chiba Espresso, a trendy cafe on Rundle Street. And these guys were punk hardcore. So they were fucking the opposite. They were bogan / punks. So it was like a walk. And they were like punks. And I was like, oh fuck. Like, yeah. But Kitty Callahan was there. It's like, no, go for it. You got nothing to lose, go for it. I tracked the sound down to that apartment. He had his French doors open, and you know, I could hear the guitar and the bass coming out of there. And so I was like, all right, well, you goes nothing. I went around the back, and his back door was open. And I walked up the stairs, and I'm just like in the dude's lounge room. I'm just standing there, and they both like, what? Yeah, they're just looking at me, and I'm like looking at them. So, yeah, hey, I live over the street, and I can hear you guys playing. And it's Russell. Russell was like fucking, yeah. So he was about like maybe like 6'2". What do you reckon, Lisa Lee Ross? Represented here by. You give me the silver torch today, Lisa Lee Ross. Because Lisa Lee Roth was in there saying, yeah, and she knows Russell. She knew Russell at the same time as me. Yeah. Yeah, it's about 6'1", 6'2", right? Yeah. And he was like not a tiny guy. He was pretty built. And he's got like fucking scar. Like he used to slash himself constantly. And he had cuts all over his body. Like all over his torso, all over his arms. And he's there like looking at me. And he's pale. He was a crackhead. He used to like shoot meth constantly. And then the other guy, Furious, he was a bit less intimidating. But still, he's like a dude. He's got a black t-shirt on. Like, yeah, he's a punk. Oh, awesome. Just popped. What was that? St. Luke's. Again, or St. Luke, like the church next to St. Luke's. Yeah. Well, fuck you. Fuck you, you spastic. Extra, yeah, if you do horrible shit like murder children in the name of God, in Kitty Callahan's name, she's fucking pissed. Yeah. There's a special place in hell for you, you scum. So fuck you. We'll see you soon. Aldous Harding's welcoming you right now. Enjoy. Anyway, Furious is skinny, but he's still a bogan. And I'm so I don't love it. And they're both there just looking at me. Like, the apartment's fucking trashed. It's trashed. It's a punk skater apartment. There's like spray paint. There's like graffiti on the walls inside. Like broken bottles and shit. Like skateboards in the ground. Yeah. It's like Nelson Muntz. Like, imagine Nelson Muntz's apartment from The Simpsons. Imagine like Jimbo Jones. That's it. That's them. That's them. I mean, they're fucking squat, basically. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so I live over the street and I can hear you guys. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, whoa, I noticed you don't have drums. But I've got drums. I was just wondering, maybe could I bring my drums over and we could have a jam? And they went like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Why the fuck not? Fuck yeah. I'm like, all right, sick. Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. And I was just like, oh, all right. So that was Russell. Russell was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And then Furious was like, oh, okay. Because he was just like, he was pretty easygoing guy. He's just like, all right, why not? Yeah, fuck it, why not? And they're like, well, we've actually been looking for a drummer. We've been looking for a drummer for ages. Did anyone tell you about us? I'm like, no. It's like, no, it's exactly what I just said. I'm over there. I got drums in my house. I'm playing drums on my own. I've been looking for a band to play with. And so I heard you guys playing. So I thought I'd just like, oh, fuck it. Why not? And they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. But they looked at me and they're like, who is this Rundle Street Wog, though? Like, but anyway, they're open to it. So I pulled my drums over. And then we had a jam. We basically wrote that song, Anthem for Forget, that first session. Pretty much. They're like, all right. So they're like, okay, cool. We've got stuff we've been working on. Because they've been jamming. And Russell was actually like a really talented songwriter. Like, he was really good at putting things together. So he could take like a riff or some chords and then go like, okay, we'll take that bit and put it there. And then it's going to go this bit, 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 this bit. He was really good at that. Really, really talented at songwriting. And he was on bass. So it's basically the rhythm section. Yeah, so me and him were the rhythm section. Yeah. And then Furious was on guitar. And he wasn't as good at writing songs, but he was a fucking genius when it came to like riffs and stuff. He could do sick riffs. And then, you know, Mr Tapscott was there. I could play. Like, you know, I did what I did. So that first session was that was where we wrote this song. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Shut up, cunt.
Sorry, Justin.
Yeah. So that we pulled that together in that first, it was like 95% completed in that first session. Which is fucking amazing. When you click with musicians like that, it's fucking amazing because it's so hard. I tried other musicians and it's just like if it doesn't click like that, like nah, it's not worth it. If it doesn't click, if you don't have that chemistry straight away, it's like dating. Yeah. That's why bands are so hard because it's like dating, but you gotta date like fucking 5 dudes at once and it's hectic. Yeah. It can get really intense. That's why it's fucking intense. So I was like, oh shit, that worked. Sick. Sick. And then so it was like, well, let's keep jamming regularly. And I just left my drums in his apartment. And then we were rehearsing like twice a week. And it was great. And then they're like, oh, yeah. And then Russell, I was getting to know Russell. And Russell was actually like, he was really friendly. Like he could be quite affable. But deep under the surface, like he's very serious issues. Yeah, very serious issues. But I think he was a survivor, like he'd been touched. Like he had a very rough background. He was absolute loose unit. Like no self-control at all. Like smacked heaps of piss. And yeah, had the cutting thing. He had the cutting, like he'd like cut himself and stuff. Like if he drank too much. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, because he had this thing about Claire, his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, and so when I joined the band, it was straight after he broke up with his girlfriend Claire and she broke his heart or something. And that's why all the songs, I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You, it was named after his ex-girlfriend. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill my ex-girlfriend. Basically. Yeah, which is a bit hectic. Yeah, which is very hectic. Yeah. Kitty Carter's like, well, now we're dragging, that's why we're dragging you down to hell now. Really? Yeah. Yeah, and then they're like, all the songs were about his ex-girlfriend Claire, and he was the loosest unit I've ever met. And I was like, oh fuck it, that's sick. That's awesome. Because these guys are rocking. Like authenticity is very important in music. It's extremely important. And this guy is like the most authentic punk dude, most authentic punk metal dude I've ever met. Yeah, he's like, I hate God, basically. It's like, yeah, fucking sick, like Mikey, yeah. Like super authentic. And any kind of, they were juiced in with like, they knew other rock and roll scenesters from the area. And we were jamming and like we pulled like, and that was just that first session. We pulled that song together and it was like, well, what else have you got? And then that EP or that demo, I published 3 songs because there were 2 other songs that I wasn't happy with my drumming on those. So, and because it was just my drum demo, I didn't put them up on YouTube. And that's the only reason I didn't publish the other 2 songs. I think the other guys were great, but I didn't think it was the best illustration of my drumming. And so that's why we recorded a 5-song demo, but I only put 3 songs up because I thought the other 2 songs that weren't good enough because it sped up and it's like, yeah, it was a bit loose. Like, yeah. So that's why, but we pulled that 5-track fucking demo together in the first couple of weeks because they had all this. It was like, well, we've been working on this. We've been jamming for a couple of years. We've got this riff. We've got this bit we've been working on. We've been working on this. I was like, all right, cool. And so now they had a drummer. They could pull it all together and we could like, all right, structure it. And it's like, then it goes this and this and this. And it got addictive. I'm like, yeah, sick. I can't wait to get to fucking band practice. What are we going to work on? Yeah. And so that was like, yeah, sick. We had this like flurry. We had a super creative period. It was amazing. And so we went from like, we did that Answer for Forget. That was the first session. By the end of like maybe like 5 weeks, we had that five track demo down. And I was getting to know Russell. And Dave Furious was cool. He was mild-mannered, but he was a sick fucking guitarist. And at that point as well, like my social life was in a bit of a state of flux because I wanted to get the fuck out of Chivo Espresso because it was like Nazi, Lucchese crime family controlled Nazi stronghold. And it wasn't like, it became clear to me. It was like, well, yeah, I was the best person in that place. But it was just like an uphill, every day was an uphill shit fight. Like people would just call you a cunt for no reason. You go to work and it's like, I don't know. Like I'm never going to get promoted out of this job. Like I'm never going to get promoted to like fucking manager or whatever. And everyone at work was a bit of a fuckstick. It was super competitive, yeah. And I couldn't be bothered. Like everyone at work was a rival, effectively. Yeah, and I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, and yeah, Andrew Chalabek, the Judas worked there, and I wanted to get away from him. I wanted some distance from him because he was grinding. His insecurity, like he was so insecure that he'd drag you into his vortex. It's like, yeah, like, you know, you couldn't tell him anything. I was like, oh, I'm studying. And meanwhile, the Nazis are saying, like, Nick Tapscott doesn't study. He's never studied. He's not a writer. He'll never be a writer. He never has been a writer, and he never will. And so I'm like, I have to go to uni. Like, I've got a massive assignment due. I have to write 100,000 words this week. And he's like, yeah. Oh, I've got to go to uni and hand in this assignment by Tuesday morning. And then he called me up and go like, can you come into work on Monday night? Like, remember I said I've got that assignment? He's like, what? What assignment? I've been telling you for fucking years I go to uni, you fucking spastic. Yeah, but he's the Stasi would get in his ear, and he would happily buy anything. It's like, yeah, you're a loser. Women hate you because you're a loser. It's like, well, actually, I think that girl there likes me. No, she doesn't. And then instinctively try and clockblock you. It's like, man, this guy's a lot of work. Yeah, so I just wanted to get the fuck away from that. Yeah, because you couldn't win. Because no matter what you did, yeah, if you didn't get laid, you're a loser. If you did get laid, you're a cunt. And it's that Nazi thing where it's like wherever you are, anyone above you is a fucking cunt, and anyone below you is a piece of shit loser. And that was everyone there that worked there had that mentality. And it's like, I can't be bothered with this. So I wanted to get the fuck out of there. And so Russell was there. I was like, okay, cool, I've got a friend. I've got an alternative friend. I've got an alternative crew now. I can just jump across to those guys. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. But I didn't do it. I wasn't too arsehole about it, was I? Who was there? Nadia Daly. This is Nadia Daly. Because Nadia Daly was actually working there. Yeah. She inserted herself as a turbo babe. I actually banged her a couple of times. She's like, he was good. No, not earthly Nadia Daly, but an angel was sent by Nadia Daly. Yeah, I banged her. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was married to a spy. Yeah, I banged her. I was fucking his wife. So shit. A Serbian spy. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but I wasn't too arsehole about it, was I? No. Yeah, and I kept inviting him to the shows, and they just wouldn't turn up. It was like, they're like, oh, how come we never see you? And I was like, well, I've been inviting you to shows, you never turn up. It's always me that has to come. Why is it always me that has to come and hang out with you? You can come. Like I still work at a cafe. I was working in another cafe, Short Black, on Hindley Street. So I went from being Rundle Street guy to Hindley Street guy, and it was more in line with what I wanted. It was lower pressure. Chibo Rundle Street would do like 90 kilos a week. Short Black would do 20 kilos. So I could go in and do like a 6-hour shift. It's just like a lot more casually. It didn't pay as well. But then it would free me up. It'd free up my brain space so I could focus on studying. Because I'd gone back. I was trying to finish my degree. I was like, nah, this is the year. I have to get this done. Yeah. I have to get this done. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll hang out with Russell. And so we got along at the start. But then sure enough, as soon as he realized, I was like, nah, I'm studying. Yeah. He's like, yeah, so he's like, and he would do the same thing that Andrew would do. So I was like out of the frying pan into the fire, basically. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I've got an assignment. He's like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, well, I've got an assignment due tomorrow. So tonight I'm going to finish rehearsal. And then he goes, nah, come drinking. And then he's like, he's like, yeah, come to the pub. You're not going home yet, are you? And then like one night, him and my piece of shit housemate came down and they were both just like, like, uni boy, I've got to do the studying. And I'm like, fucking here we go. Like, yeah, I'll leave you to it, spastic. And then went home. And then he kicked my bedroom door and I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, yeah. He was a psycho as well. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm no stranger to jail dudes, basically. Yeah. Anyway. What a fuckstick. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna have to do the same thing with him. And he was like this with everyone. Except Furious. Like, yeah. But same deal. Like if you got close to a girl, he'd try and clock block you. Yeah. And then Jamie as well. So we'd had a few rehearsals together. And we'd pulled our set together and it was coming together and it was working really well. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna get my mate. Furious goes like, Furious is Dave, not Russell. It's an ironic nickname, Furious. He goes, oh, I'm going to get my mate, Jamie, to be the lead singer. And now Lisa Tutore is like, oh, that cunt. Yeah, hates him. Fucking hates him, yeah. And Jamie turns up and straight away he's having an argument. He's like, fuck you, with Russell. And he's like, yeah, sick, yeah. Like, you know, he's like happy to meet me. And then I'm like, like, I didn't say I was stoked. I was like, oh, yeah. They're like, what do you think, Jamie? I was like, yeah. But you like Jamie, right? I'm like, look, I like him. I could just see Jamie and Russell clashing, that's all. Because, like, the only interaction I've witnessed is, like, Jamie and Russell immediately having an argument about something, about nothing, about something completely trivial. It's like, no, fuck you. Oh, fucking shut the fuck up, Russell, you spastic. Yeah. Straight away. They're all skate dudes. They're all pub dudes, like skate rat punks. Yeah. No, they're all broke as shit. Except, Dave had a job. Yeah, they're all broke as fuck. No money. That like Jamie would do stuff like go walk around the pub with his hat in his hand and go like, yeah, give me $2. I need to buy another beer. Like get people chuck coins into his hat and then he like buy a jug and then yeah. No, well, I can see you guys clashing. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, I can see you guys clashing. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, so right now, Lisa Tutore, aka Goddess Persephone, is filling me in on all the douche tards. Yeah. And there was another guy, Faz, who would turn up. And like people, like other rock stars would turn up from time to time. Like scenesters, hardcore scenesters. Because Russell was in the hardcore scene. He was in another band called Dick Diver and the fucking somethings. Was it Dick Diver? No. It was Dick Daly, yeah. Dick Daly and the Storm Riders or some dog shit. Yeah, anyway. He was in another band. He was in another punk band. Yeah, Backseat Romeos or something. Anyway. Crown and Anchor was the local pub. That was the punk pub. And that was Russell's scene. He's like, yeah, we're going to be a Crown and Anchor. We're going to be a Crown and Anchor band. I'm like, all right, well, yeah, all right. I never hung out with Crown and Anchor. But I was like, yeah, cool. All right, well, whatever. I was more of an Exeter man. And so that was sort of like the difference. The Exeter was a little bit more wanky. It was more like a hipster pub. Yeah. More like an indie folk pub. More like an Aldous Harding pub. That was the Exeter. And then the Crown and Anchor was more like a fucking, I don't know. The Slayer pub. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Crown and Anchor was the Slayer pub. And fucking the Exeter was the Aldous Harding pub. And that's right. And I remember, and this is when, and Aldous Harding, they're gonna team. Okay, so this is Nutty Daly. You're gonna share an idol, you two. Yeah. Yeah, and Aldous Harding. This is Aldous Harding. Yeah, and Aldous Harding. Thanks, Aldous. Yeah, and so she saw this. She's like, this is where you realize that you didn't fit in anywhere, basically. Yeah, because that was the thing. So like, the pub I wanted to go to was the Exeter. The pub that I'm gonna fucking kill you wanted to go to was Crown and Anchor. And the pub that my old fucking Chibo friends wanted to go to, it wasn't a pub, it was a bar. It was called Fumo Blue. And so I'd go to Fumo Blue. He's like, where are you been? How come you're not hanging out with us? It's like, oh, because I've been at the Exeter. It's like, oh, that pub's full of fucking hipster wankers. Your shit. Oh. And then I go to the Crown and I go, where have you been? How come you haven't been hanging out with us? So I've been at food. Like, oh, that place is full of wankers. Pretentious wankers. And then I go to the Exeter. Like, where have you been? How come you hanging out with us? No. Oh, because I've been at the Crown. Because, oh, that place is full of bogans. You're a fucking bogan. Oh, I got that. I couldn't win. I just couldn't win. And that was it. It was like wherever I was, it's like, you don't belong here. You're supposed to be at the hipster pub. You don't belong here. You're supposed to be at the bogan pub. You don't belong here. You're supposed to be at the pretentious wanker bar. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't keep up. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyway, so I started hanging out with Furious and getting to know these guys. And we were getting along. We're getting along. And then brought in the broader scene as well. So Russell's housemate Brett and Lisa is saying, like, big time. Yeah, Uncle Blue. Yeah. Anyway, that's where this story goes. Yeah. Fucking hell. How did it get normalized? Like, has it always been there? And people has it always been there and then people just sort of graduate into it? Or is it a new thing? Nah, it's always been there. People graduate into it. Like, yeah. Fucking hell. What happens, like, dudes hit 35 or something and suddenly, yeah, they've got a taste for the fucking underage flesh. What's going on there, Tara? Like, I don't know. Yeah, she's sad. Yeah. I'm sorry, Tara. Yeah. Some kind of design flaw, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same with the Mr Tapscott space magic. Like the space magic that Mr Tapscott puts space magic in people, and it makes them fucking like murderers. Tara Bennett puts space magic in people, puts love in people, and then like that makes them pedos. Yeah, it's like a fucking bizarre like abomination. Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, yeah. So Brett. There's a broader scene. There's a band called Love Like Electrocution. So I mentioned on the podcast the other day, there's a guy called Tom McFarlane who was the lead singer of Love Like Electrocution. He's card carrying SS basically. And there are other dudes in the band scene. It's really pretentious, and it's like I started trying to be a promoter, and people are automatically it's like Nick Tapscott's a cunt. Don't turn up to his party. Like Mark Mitchell, he's a fucking spastic. I'm gonna Google this guy. What was his band name?
Winter weather.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not my soul.
Clue To Kalo. That's it.
But the binding for spring. Why is everybody looking at me?
Yeah, that's him. Clue To Kalo.
Like there's something fundamentally wrong.
So I just used to see this guy around. He used to work at Dart Records on Rundle Street. Yeah, that's
I'm a southern bird that stayed north too long.
Yeah, this cunt. Yeah. They are all Nazis. All of them. Yeah. They're all fucking legitimate, like, Stasi secret police, effectively. Yeah. What's Mark Mitchell's background? How did he end up being a Nazi? Through university. Yeah. And MI6 Nazis got to him. Yeah. Dog shit. Yeah, so this guy, like, I met him out in the scene a couple of times. And then, like, he just started turning it. One day he flipped and he started turning up to my cafe to call me a cunt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Can I help you? Like, fuck you. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's basically because of the Geezer Palace. Like, I was throwing cool parties at Geezer Palace and they got jealous. And then the Stasi put the word out. It's like, suppress Nick Tapscott. Yeah, via MI6. And so that was the directive, like suppress Nick Tapscott. Yeah. Anything that guy is sucks. Like, he's either lying or a shit. Like, yeah. Basically. Yeah, the same cunts that were saying, like, oh, you didn't go to uni. You don't go to uni. You don't go to uni. Yeah. Yeah, those faggots. Yeah. So it's kind of getting to know those so the whole music scene, I was sort of getting to know that. And so, like, getting to know Russell and Furious, and Brett was their housemate. That was sort of like a foothold into that world. It was really pretentious, and fuck them. Like, in retrospect, I wish I hadn't spent so much energy like trying to be liked by them. I should have just told them to get fucked. But anyway, we all learn one way or another. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, then they fucking flipped. They flipped after the dancehall thing. They all flipped, and now they're all my best mate. And I'm like, well, you've been cunts to me for fucking 15 years, and now you're my best friend because you've seen like a fucking dance or some shit. Go fuck yourselves. Yeah. Anyway. You're a project manager. Yeah, you're not a copywriter, you're a project manager. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Anyway, that was East German Stasi's Nazis. And just for that, we're gonna play Google Maps. Oh, someone just popped. Yeah. Yeah, so it was my foothold. I was trying to get a foothold into that broader music scene because I was a little bit confused about what I wanted to do. I was studying communications, but it's like everyone will tell you, don't be a writer. Everyone will say that. Everyone will say, don't be a writer. And I was like, yeah, but I like it and I'm good at it. And I wanted to be a copywriter in advertising. And I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure that's the path. But I wanted to leave the door open to music. Because, like, hey, maybe there's a chance I could still be a rock star. And so I kind of went like, well, this will be my last attempt, basically. Like, if this band doesn't work, then that's it for me. I won't be a rock star. So I'll try it. I'll try this. And if this doesn't work, then I won't be a rock star. And now she's like, strap in, cunt, because you're about to be a fucking rock star. All right, so, yeah. Funny how the world works, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. So they're keyed into the broader music scene. There's a little crew called the Church Crew, and it's a bunch of dudes who are in bands like local musos. And Lisa's like, yeah, she fucking hated them. They're all pricks. Yeah, and their bands are all shit. Yeah. They're fucksticks. They always were fucksticks. Yeah. Lisa was in the scene. Her boyfriend, Lisa and her boyfriend used to come in to see me at Short Black. And I'd make them coffee and stuff. They'd come in quite regularly. And so I made friends with him. He was in a band as well, locally. What were they called? Straight to Video. Yeah, Straight to Video. And they were actually pretty good. I didn't mind them. Yeah, they were good. Yeah, they were all right. Yeah, indie band. Like, they sounded like Sonic Youth, basically. That's why Lisa likes them. Yeah. So Yeah, they got chopped up good. Yeah. Yeah. So the other dudes sort of floating around. And Jamie and Furious and Russell knew a lot of them. They knew heaps of them. And I was like, yeah, cool. Well, I'll try, like, I'll just make this my social life effectively. And I'm studying as well. I've got to get this uni done. I have to get it done. And also, what else was I doing? I was still working. I was working like 20 hours a week, 25 hours a week. And then not long after, in this period as well, I was like, you know what, Giza Palace, like, because I was running, it's a 4-bedroom house, I was running it. And the other people who lived in the house with me were fucking useless. And so I'm like, look, I need to move out because I'm too old for this shit. Yeah. So I moved into a new place. I moved into like a little 1-bedroom place. And that was okay. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. Yeah. That was around that same time. So we got a set together. We had 5 songs. We had a 5-song set. And Jamie came in and he fit right in. And his vocals fit right in. Yeah, and musically, he fit right into the band straight away. Yeah, it was fucking great. But behind the scenes, like, Jamie and Russell were fucking fighting constantly. And yeah, Jamie was always like, oh, Russell, he's shit, like constantly saying he was shit. And then Russell was saying, Jamie's a fucking cunt. They had something going on. I think basically what had happened was, yeah, because so Jamie's girlfriend, Sarah, so Jamie was just some punk dude, and then he hooked up with this chick, Sarah. And Sarah was actually hot at the time, but she was proto-femo-Nazi. Yeah, this is when it was just feminism, and it was fine. It was fair enough, like, you know. Yes, I agree, Sarah. Sexism is bad. But then, like, that's where it started. What they were moving towards was just straight up Nazism. Yeah, which is like straight up cancel culture. Like, you won't just get cancelled. Like, you won't just lose your job for tweeting the wrong thing. You get fucking capped. Yeah. If you're 35 and you're single, you're dead. Yeah. And you don't have a kids. He doesn't even have a kids. You're dead. They'll murder you. Yeah. This is what Lisa's been uncovering. This is why she feels bad. So Lisa Dottore, aka Goddess Hecate. It's Hecate, right? Yeah. Yeah. AKA Pan. Like the Pan pipes. That's her. That's the goddess Pan. Yeah. Patron of musicians, effectively. Yeah. She was in that. And she was feeling bad. She was like, fuck, I was in that feminism thing, and now like I didn't realize. Yeah. And I was like, well, we all were, all of us. Like Tara Bennett was pictures of a bird, like legitimate pictures of a bird, Lisa. So don't feel too bad. Yeah. Tara Bennett was pictures of a bird. I was a corporate douchebag. I went to Optus. Optus is the worst. They were like part of the Nazi takeover plot. Yeah. And Telstra. I worked there as well. So don't feel too bad. But yeah. And so that's who Jamie hooked up with, Sarah. And then she was in Jamie's ear going, Russell's fucked. Because Russell was fucked. Because Russell, the girl, was dating a girl called Claire, and he was really super hung up on her. And then he ended up bashing her. Yeah. So Russell ended up bashing her. Yeah. And then that put him at odds with Sarah. And so Sarah and all the local women were basically, like, a lot of the local women seriously wanted to fuck him. They still wanted to fuck him. But then there was like a colonel, a cadre, who wanted to, like, hated him. Yeah, he's like, Russell's a fucking cunt. Yeah, and just wouldn't let up. Yeah, doing their like proper East German Stasi tactics. Just going out of their way to ruin his life, effectively. He got pre-cancelled. Yeah. Yeah. And because, like, what we realise now is that Russell was also, in the same way I was targeted by East German Stasi secret police. So was Russell. And so was Furious. And so was Jamie. All of us were. Because we're all, like, young men. We're all young men. And so we're all being surveilled by Mark Mitchell. Cunts like Mark Mitchell. Mark Mitchell was MI6. But he was there to provide intelligence. And he was there, and also through the local Mafia. Because the Mafia owned the club scene. And so did the Bikies. The Mafia and the Bikies owned the club scene. And so the Mafia would provide intelligence and stand over to the East German Stasi, who were in there via the universities and stuff, the indie scene, the university scene, to, like, fucking spy on people. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, what was that last name? Some of the worst were fucking Damn arms, that's it, yeah.
And whisper softly, I don't
And they were like, this is why Vice magazine. Vice magazine realize it, but Vice magazine, especially in Australia, was effectively a front for a secret police force. The East German secret police, that's what it was. It was a front for East German secret police intelligence network. Yeah. Yeah. So this cunt, Yama. Yeah, they broke up in 2009. So he's fucking spastic. Yeah, Tim Sullivan, he's fucking terrible as well. That's him. Again, card carrying Waffen SS. Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
With your voice, my belly song, and I began to feel so strong. Camera on my clock. Oh Lord, I must have heard you knock me out.
Yeah, and there is more Xerxesum. Because that is not damn arms. That's deep fake. And that's sort of supposed to say, yeah, this is your band, Nick Tapscott. This is I'm going to fucking kill you. Because that's what we look like. We all wear black t-shirts. And that's supposed to be me there. You're the short, chubby one. Yeah. And that's why we're going to play Google Maps. This is an extermination camp, effectively. Yeah. What have they won? Really? Nah, yeah, that's good. Let's go this.
Open the doors, there are the people. In all their little hearts of ease, for another week's disease. An eagle.
Gold codes that authorize a nuclear attack. What is the exact step-by-step process the U.S. president follows to launch a nuclear triad B-2 Spirit stealth bomber? It starts with the biscuit. No, not the snack, but a card containing the gold codes that authorize a nuclear attack. Once that order reaches the cockpit, the pilot drops a thermonuclear gravity bomb. The challenge. While the U.S. military had a massive engineering requirement, they needed to fit not just one, but 16 of these nuclear bombs inside the B-2.
Keep it up, you Nazi spastics, because there's plenty more where that came from. Yeah. Yeah. So this fuckstick. This fuckstick's card carrying SS. And he always hated me because his girlfriend, can't remember her last name. Anyway, his ex-girlfriend Sarah was my ex-girlfriend's best friend, and so they fucking hated me. Yeah, because I dumped. That was Nat, that was the bitch who I like. Look, if you don't tell your parents that you're going to sleep outside the house, I'm going to break up with you. And then she didn't do it, so I dumped her. She fucking hated me. Obviously. Yeah, she and legitimately plotted to kill me. Yeah, she was planning to murder me. Yeah, effectively. If I didn't get out of Adelaide, they probably would have done it. Or at least tried and failed. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so he was dating Sarah. But he hated me anyway. He would have hated me anyway, whether that happened or not. Because I was on the list. I was on the suppression list. Because that was the start, and they got juiced in through Vice magazine as well, and that's why Vice magazine became. If you drop the names, like I'm in Vice magazine, I know Vice magazine. Aldous Harding was in there incognito, because she's like, these cunts are going to get fucking wrecked as soon as the time is right, they're going to get fucked up. Yeah, so she's in the circle. That's why Vice magazine. There's like people go, well, I know Vice magazine. What they're actually saying. Is like, I'm juiced in. I'm a Stasi secret police officer. That's it. That's what they're saying. So it's like, you can't cut, like, and that's why they were all like that. They're like, they just wouldn't talk to you. And then as soon as like, I know someone from Vice magazine. My best mate. Yeah. Because it was like, oh, you're in the secret. You're in the Nazis as well. You're a Nazi. Cool. You're a Nazi too. Cool. Anyway. So fuck that cunt. Anyway. Brett. Yeah, I can't remember why I started talking about it. But anyway, pretentious music pricks. But anyway, Brett was friends with Yama. Yeah, so they were targeting Russell. Cunts like that were targeting Russell, and they were targeting me. And Russell had a different way of dealing with the pressure. And he actually, to his credit, he headbutted. I remember that, yeah, and so does Lisa. Because Tom McFarlane banged Russell's ex, Claire, who, like, we named the band after, or Russell named the band after. Yeah. He banged her. Tom McFarlane, yeah, the SS cunt, banged Claire, and then Russell heard about it. He turned up to a club and just went like, hey, Tom. It's like, oh, hey, can I have a word? It's like, yeah, sure. Bang! Did you fuck Claire? It's like, yeah. Bang! And then headbutted. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, we got kicked off the set for that. But anyway, that was the type of shit that we do, because we were punks. Yeah. Yeah. So Russell had a different way of dealing with it. Because he was kind of like me, which is like, if you pushed him, he would like, he'd come back like 5 times harder. Unfortunately, he couldn't kind of keep his, like, he couldn't stay grounded. Like, he didn't know whether, like, and he just kind of like spray randomly. So it's kind of like, he's almost like a terrorist where, like, all right, you do something I don't like, I'm going to go shoot up a school. Like, that type of thing. Yeah, he was a fucking freak. He was a loose unit. Yeah, he was a really loose unit. But he was getting fucking targeted as well, and that's part of the reason. And he was on meth. He was shooting meth. And so that didn't help. And so people are like manipulate him and then just go like, nah. And then gaslighting him and stuff. It's like, nah, you're crazy. No one's fucking around with you. And then fucking around with us. Nah, you're crazy. No one's, yeah. And I was doing the same thing because I was banging a girl called Effie, who was, it turns out, a fucking Nazi spy. Who, she got taken care of. Yeah, probably. Who was also a Nazi spy via Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, fuck you, Jehovah's Witnesses, by the way. We know all about your dog shit. Yeah, you fucking creepy sex cult. Yeah, pedo ring. And she did, and I remember I was dating her, and I'd come up and was like, why the fuck is everyone so weird? What the fuck is it about me? Why is everyone so weird around me? She's like, I don't know. But she did know, and that was because I was being targeted. She was part of it. They sent her in. They said, like, go fuck that guy. Go have sex with that guy. Yeah. Lock him down. Yeah. Yeah. Get information. Yeah. When the time is right, poison him. Yeah. Yeah. So, we've got our 5 tracks. We've got we're hooked up in the music network. We've got our 4 members. It's me on drums, Furious on guitar, Schmalz or Russell on bass, and Jamie as lead vocalist. We start playing around town. People start to like us. They're like, actually, pretty good. We're getting like pretty good feedback. Yeah, like, and good musicians as well. Like Love Like Electrocution were like the heroes. They were the local scene state heroes. And they're like, yeah, fucking sick. Yeah, that was sick. The guitarist, I don't know if you knew this, but Monster, Lisa now is like anyone in that fucking scene. She fucking hates. Fuck them. Yeah, they're all cunts. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. So the guitarist from Love Like Electrocution was like, "How about I join?" And I was like, "No." Oh yeah, I'll ask him, but probably not. And then Furious went like, "No, no way." He's like, "Nah," because he didn't want a competition. He didn't want the competition, and fair enough. But that's like the first little takeover attempt that happens if you start putting shit out and you're good. Yeah. So we start making some noise. We go to the church. The church crew say, "You can come and record," because they had like the reason they were living in the church, they'd rented it. It was like it wasn't still a church, but it was like a church building, and they all lived in it. It was so they could do recording stuff in it. So they set it up as a recording studio, and they said, "You can record your demo here." And so we did. Went around there, recorded our demo, started shopping it around. People were like, "This is pretty cool." Like, yeah, it's good. It's good. And that's the demo that I played just then. That's that same demo. Yeah, we never did anything after that. Yeah. Yeah, so one of the guys at the church is a guy called Justin. Yeah, now we know why. Yeah. And Russell, aside from just being in the band, is getting as big a reputation for being the loosest unit on the face of the planet. Ever. ever. So he's out there causing absolute mayhem. Yeah, and Adelaide is not a big town. So it's extremely easy to get a reputation. So there was a club there called Sugar, and Russell used to go out there drinking. And he was a model, by the way. He was literally a male model. Yeah, he signed up. What did he sign up for? It was like, Who Wants to Be a Model or something like that. Whatever the fuck it was. Australia's Next Top Model. And he turned up. He turned up. And like he actually made it. He got pretty far into the competition. And then he got torpedoed. Like one of the parents goes like, "Excuse me, are you drinking?" He's like, "Yeah." So fuck you. And he got kicked out. Oh, lady, fuck off. Kicked out. Russell. That was a club, yeah. And him and Justin used to get up to like, because Justin was just as bad, but for some reason the attention would always be focused on Russell. Russell, the stories would go like if Russell and Justin did something, the story would be Russell did something and Justin just wouldn't be. And now we know why. It's because like Justin was effectively an SS dude as well. He was effectively card carrying off an SS. Yeah. Justin Hermes. Yeah. 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 Dog shit. Anyway. So yeah, Russell had to stay awake for 3 days, and like there was no predicting, and just doing the loosest shit. Yeah, so one time, and he telling the stories, and like I wasn't there like all the time. I was nowhere near as loose as Russell. I'd just kind of get wasted and then go home and I'd pass out. But Russell would go because he'd shoot meth and then go get loose, and he'd cut himself constantly. Like yeah. And so he fucking like two separate occasions he got thrown out of Sugar, this nightclub, because he was up there drinking, and a girl comes up to him and goes, "You're like really good looking." He's like, "Are you telling me? Are you telling me that you want me to take you into the bathroom right now and eat your pussy? Is that what you're saying?" She's like, yes. He's like, "All right, let's go." Oi, Stephanie. It's like, I'm busy. Russell comes out. Just fuck your girlfriend in the bathroom, bro. Guy's like, oh God. One time, Russell and Justin were out there, and fucking, they're there just drinking, like staunching the shit, like yeah, punk as fuck. And some guy goes, "Hey, what are you guys in band or something? What's going on?" And Justin goes, "Hey, Russell, this cunt's talking to us." He's like, "What?" "Fuck you!" And grabs him around the throat. He's like, "What the fuck? The fuck?" And get into a fight. Smashes the glass, like poosh. Grabs the glass, and then goes, slashes himself in the belly, and goes like, What are you fucking? You want to fucking some of this shit? The guy's like, oh my god, he just fucking stabbed himself. He starts pissing blood everywhere. Fucking like, Oi, get out! Fucking hell, Russell, you fucking spastic. You fucking spastic. And we were supposed to be playing. That was actually, I jumped ahead a little bit there. Yeah, and then because the next thing, so we had the demo, we had the 4 members, we had the demo, we had the set, we had like 5 or 6 good songs. So we could go a set, we could play for 45 minutes, all originals. And so that was all stuff that was stacking up in our favor. People are starting to realize, holy shit, Mr. Tapscott. This is, you're not, yeah, you are hardcore after all. Yeah, bro, I've been around. Yeah. You're not PG-13 at all. I brought my kids. They're like, oh, don't watch. Yeah, don't watch this episode, little Jimmy. Like, yeah. Yeah, but I'm trying, and so I'm going around, and it's because I've got a bit of experience promoting music and stuff. And I'm like, well, look, and Russell was like, this is my thing. I want to fucking be in a band, man. This is my thing that I do. You go to uni. Dave has his job. Jamie's got his girlfriend. But I've got this band. I'm like, all right, sick. Well, do you want to play some shows? Like, let's play some shows. And he's like, yeah, sick. And he's always like, to his credit, in these early days, he's 100%. He's like, yeah, let's fucking, nah. You're not leaving now. We've only been rehearsing for 5 hours. We're rehearsing for 7 hours tonight. I'm like, all right, sick. Yeah, he's like, no, I'll play it again. Yeah, come on. Yeah, get it right. Yeah, tighter. Like, yeah, fucking sick. And I was down for that. It was awesome. Super productive. Super productive. Yeah. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Awesome. And then, so I was going around town trying to get us gigs. I tried at the Exeter, because I knew the Exeter was like the hipster pub. And it's like, look, if we only play at the Crown Anchor, we won't get a name for ourselves. Because their logic was like, no, we're an underground band, and so we play in the underground. And I'm like, well, I think we should do the opposite. I think we should take the hardcore, because we're going to stand out. In the Crown Anchor, we're just another punk band. But if we take just a punk band and we put it in the fucking indie scene, we're gonna stand out. We're gonna be really fucking what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, we're gonna really high pro. It's gonna be very obvious. We're gonna be very overt. They're like, who the fuck is that? Like, they stand out. Yeah. So that was my logic. So I'm like, yeah, we take the punk, and they were kind of like, but indie, I'm scared. That's not our crowd. It's like, yeah, but that's why we should do it. We're gonna get in their fucking faces, because that's punk. That's a punk thing. We're gonna get in their faces. You know what I mean? That's like Sex Pistols. It's like, we're the opposite of the Royals, and that's why we're gonna play a gig. We're gonna float down the Thames and play a Sex Pistols show in front of the Buckingham Palace. Yeah. We're going to take it to them. Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't. Wouldn't be safe from Sex Pistols here. Oh, no. Oh, I say. Yeah, exactly. So that was my thinking. It's like, no, we want to get in their faces. That's where we want to be, because we'll really stand out if we do that. Yeah. So, I was trying to shop through, and everyone was just like, no, you can't play here. Nah, because you guys are bogans. We know Russell. We've heard stories about Russell. We've heard stories about you, Mr. Tapscott. You guys are bogans. And so, no. You play dumb bogan metal, and that's it. You're dumb bogans, and it's just going to be dumb bogan metal. Dicks and balls and boobs. That's what they thought. That's what they thought it was going to be. But no, it was 4 things: dicks, balls, and boobs, and pussies. No. Anyway. We did get a couple of sets. Like, we played like a set or 2 at the fucking Crown Anchor, or like people's parties or something like that. Yeah, we played at someone's birthday party, and that was our first show. And people, like, there was a handful of people there who were like, that was really cool. That was really cool, man. Yeah, it was cool. And now being told as well, so that was around the same time I shot my debut short film. Yeah, I shot it, I wrote it, and directed it. And that was the script that I wrote. It was like, it's like, you know, it's due tomorrow. He's like, I'll bang out a script tonight. I was like, what? Like, yeah. And then went home and was like, here you go. And they're like, what? And And then we ended up shooting it. And I shot around that area. I shot the movie around that area, around Gears of Palace. And apparently, according to Kitty Callahan, that was picked up. Yeah. The chatter was picked up internationally. That guy with blue eyes that is a barista is also shooting films. Yeah. And so that was heard back in Germany, in Nazi land, Nazi East German. They heard about him. It's like he's shooting films as well. And the script leaked. What was it called? It was about a parking inspector, basically, who took his job too seriously. It was okay. Yeah, it was all right. And the film itself leaked. Yeah. They smuggled a copy of the film out of university to share around, like, who must we suppress? Yeah, and so that was happening around the same time. And so that, combined with the party, Gears Palace, combined with I'm gonna fucking kill you, combined with my other writing, was putting me at, like, making radar screens going boom, boom, boom. But yeah. And so that first gig, I remember, because he was a spy, yeah. So I shot the film with the Chinese cunt, and the Chinese cunt was a Nazi spy. Yeah. And then he turned up to the gig. Yeah, and so he's like, yeah, and that guy wrote a report basically that said, report in a class with this guy. He made a movie, and then I watched his band, and his band was pretty good. And so that went up. Yeah. Ying, he was a cocksucker. Yeah, Chinese Nazi spy. Dog shit. I bet they took care of him, didn't they? Yeah, Chinese. The Chinese fashion. The Chinese way. Anyway. I'm trying to get his gigs. But I'm having trouble. Because everyone's writing stuff. And it's like, okay. But I knew that... the local pub, the Grace Emily, had a folk music open mic on Monday nights. And I went in there and I said, okay, so who can play here? And they said, anyone, as long as you're not Pete Murray. And so I kind of kept that in the back of my mind. I was like, all right, well, this would be cool, because I know it was a busy night. And, like, it didn't matter who was playing. Like, people would turn up because it was like, there aren't that many options in Adelaide on Mondays. And so, yeah, it was a busy night. It was usually a pretty busy night. So whoever was playing, it was always skinny, like, nervous, like, I want to hold her. Nervous kids. But it was always a full house. I'm like, okay, well, we'll fucking spend, like, if we go in there, we'll fucking explode it effectively. Yeah, it'll be massive. Yeah. It'll be massive. It'll cause we really stand out in there. Yeah. So, we went in. Yeah. And so I had to trick them into it. Yeah, because that was the thing with those guys. They were like, yeah, we're tough punks. And then you say, like, all right, well, let's go to this hipster pub. I'm scared. So I had to trick them into it. So I had to say, like, oh, yeah. I can't remember what I said. It was like, let's just go to the pub or something. Yeah, I just said, like, look, let's just go to the pub. And they're like, what? Yeah. Like, yeah, bring your guitar. And then when we got there, I was like, oh, by the way, we're playing. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, we're playing. Like, fuck you, man. Oh, suck shit. We're playing. I've signed us up. It's too late. No, we are. We're playing. We have to. And then Furious was like, yeah, actually, this is going to be sick. Because already buzz is spreading around. I was like, oh, apparently there's a hardcore band here that's going to fuck shit up. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. It's all hectic. And I told the guys, like, what type of music do you play? And I'm like, well, we're not country. Yeah, we're not country. And he's like, what are you called again? I was like, I want to hug and kiss you. And he's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, but it was like, he knew I had him. Yeah. Because he couldn't say no, because it's like, well, you said, as long as you're not Pete Murray, I'm not Pete Murray. As far as I know, right, Kitty? Okay, cool. So, yeah, we played and fucking destroyed it. And the entire room, there were like 2 or 3 people in there. They just went like, Like, I don't like it. And Janie's there, like, he's wrapping the fucking mic cable around his neck, going, hanging himself. It's like, how you going? Where I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, played that set and fucking destroyed it. And the entire room was like, yeah, that was fucking sick, woo. Yeah, it was awesome. It was the best show any of us ever played. Yeah, it was fucking cracker. It was the best. Yeah, it was so good. And Lisa Detroit heard about it. She's like, yeah, that was sick, bro. Yeah, she heard about that. Yeah. And then ever since then, and then that went. So I'm gonna fucking kill you. That sick band. Yeah. And then Todd McFarlane came out to me. He's like, yeah, Drew, I heard about you. Yeah, you're a sick band. And then stopped talking to me immediately. Yeah, Die. Oh, those guys are fantastic. Yeah, Aldous Harding knows Die. She fucking hates them. Not just because of their comes to me, but they're just cunts in general. How many murders between them? 85. When did they start murdering? 2009. When did Yama from Dan Arms start murdering? Did he kill him? Yama from Dan Arms committed his first murder in 2004. Yeah. For MI6. Yeah. That's why he's such a fucking shifty prick. Yeah. Yeah. And Nat knew about it, and they're like, well, maybe you'll disappear as well, Mr Tapscott. Yeah, exactly. Fuck 'em. Dangerous game, dating these days. Yeah. Violence against women and Mr Tapscott. Australia says no. Yeah. Fucking hell. Anyway. Holy shit, really? Apparently Russell, yeah, and this is why Russell was so fucked up. Russell committed his first murder when he was 13. Assassination? Holy shit, who for? Asio. When he was 13. Yeah, because he was targeted. He was a vulnerable kid. Yeah. How many murders had he committed when I was in bed with him? About 3. Yeah. But that's why he was so fucked up. That's why, because he hated himself. Yeah. The guilt. Yeah, he fucking hated himself for it, didn't he? Yeah, and I bet he got touched as well. Did he know Mike Burgess? Yeah, he did. Yeah, connected to Mike. Was he connected or he knew him personally? Knew him personally. Yeah. Fucking hell. Did Mike Burgess touch him up? Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Mike Burgess. This is the damage that it does, behind it. Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah. Fuck you. What about Furious? Furious is clean, right? Like, yeah. Furious is clean and Jane was clean, but it was Russell. Russell and when was Yama? How old was Yama? Oh, we just went through that in 2004, so it would have been like 22. How old was Sarah? Around the same time? Yeah, because they were a unit, right? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. How many did Sarah commit in the end? 39. Oh, what a bitch. Yeah. How did she go? How did she take it? Very badly. Yeah. What did they do? Knife her and dump her in the ocean. Yeah. Suck shit. Suck shit, Sarah. She's in hell, apparently. Are you sorry? No, of course not. Oh, Aldous. You know what to do. Give me a kiss, Sarah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so then that. And then after that, we could play. We could play places. Yeah, we could play around. And so we did. And I'm going to pause for a biscuit because I'm quite hungry. Yeah. Biscuit vetoed in favour of can of beans. I'll still try and eat it sarcastically. Please don't tell anyone how I live. Honestly, this works. The nutrients that are in a can of lettuce is protein, carbs, B vitamins, folate, iron. Yeah. You put a can of sardines with this, and you're golden. So now we can play around. It's a double-edged sword because now we're hot property. We're playing 2 shows a week minimum and rehearsing twice a week. Russell's ego has just like fucking exploded. He starts fucking rooting everyone, which is what you're supposed to do. Furious is getting pretty late as well. I wasn't really getting laid that much because I was being suppressed, and also I was working too hard. I was working too much. Banging Effie, but yeah. Yeah. So playing 4 gigs a week. No, 2 gigs a week and then rehearsing twice a week. I'm trying to study. I'm booking all the bands. And working like 20, 25 hours a week as a barista to try and scrape by. I'm broke as shit. And that's all that anyone ever says to me. Yeah. So Judas, he's like, yeah. Whenever you hang out with him, it's like, oh man. Played a 6 show last night, wrote a movie, got a HD, or whatever, distinction. Did this and this. He's like, yeah, but you're broke. And that's all. And Chris Tapscott the same. You're broke. And this and that now, I'm being told by Kid Gilligan, is the messaging that was coming from fucking Nazi Lyca Mobile. He's broke. And Chris Tapscott and fucking Chellerback were all over it. Like, yeah, sick. Yeah, you don't study. You don't even study. Oh, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. What a dog, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, it was like, just when you thought you couldn't hate Chris Tapscott more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ryan, Kelly, and Danny. I don't remember Danny's last name. Danny Piert, yeah. Anyway, there's another band called Killchoir Project. Adelaide has a hardcore scene, by the way, and now straight edge, yeah. So we're coming in. I'm gonna fucking kill you are coming in as an antidote, as a counter to the hardcore scene, because the hardcore scene is basically turned into like a uniformed militia. That's what it was. Yeah. And now it's like, and I just thought it was like really sceney. Turns out, no, it was actually like a militia. Yeah, they were setting up to be a militia. Yeah. As a destabilization campaign. Delicious. Anyway. Yeah, so we were like, nah, fucking hardcore, because all the bands sounded the same. They all wear the same thing. They all wear the same clothes. They'd go to the same clothes shop and wear the same identical outfits. Straight edge hardcore is puritanical Nazism sneaking in to the rock and roll scene, and it starts there. It's like and just in case you're not familiar with straight edge hardcore, there's got to be a video.
Drink, and don't do drugs. Those are the three main components of straight edge. Now, what does it mean to be fully straight edge? Well, don't drink, don't smoke, and don't vape. No smoking, no drinking, no form of alcohol, no vaping, no smoking anything, none of that fake e-cigarette shit. Just be clean. It's a lifestyle it's about you being clean. It's about you taking care of yourself and looking attractive and young and feeling great forever. Now, here's the deal. There's other rules about this. I believe that straight edge also consists of don't drink caffeine as much. Now, some straight edge people cut it out completely. Some straight edge people have it once every month, once every week. Now, here's the thing. Once every week, I feel like it's too much. I feel like once a month is fine for straight edge. I feel like you don't relapse. I feel like caffeine every once a month won't do anything for you. I don't think it'll affect you in any way, shape, or form. I think living in moderation is okay. But if you have caffeine once a week or every single day, that's bad. And if you say you're straight edge and you have caffeine all the time, that's bad. Because it's like a drug. Because you can't get off of it. That's why all these big companies like Bang and Rain and all of them, there's big major companies that
Yeah, so that dude's obviously a straight edge guy. So that's sort of just like, don't drink, don't do drugs. But that's just sort of like the surface layer. Don't drink, don't do drugs, don't smoke. But it gets more and more, like the more fanatical they get, the more into it you are, the more hectic it gets. And that's all about, it's basically, remember how we looked at Adriana Lenka the other day? She's a Christian cultist. What straight edge actually is puritanical Christianity sneaking its way into rock and roll. And then that's where it starts. That's the Nazism. And then it's like, look, here's a list of things that you can't do. No leather, no this, no this, no this, no this, no this. No smoking, no drugs, no drinking, no sex before marriage. No caffeine. You can't eat certain vegetables because they like you can't eat onion and fucking chilies because it might give you a buzz. You have to be a vegan. You can't wear leather or anything like that. Yeah, and it's all there designed to make people fanatical and totalitarian. And it's like, look, it's my way or you're fucking wrong and I can kill you. Yeah, it's basically it. That's what it is. That's the other end of it. Opus Dei Catholicism sneaking its way into rock and roll. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. In reaction to the punk subculture's perceived excesses, yeah. So that's what it is. So punk was Mr. Tapscott and Turbo Babes. We were the pagans, kind of like, fuck you, establishment. Fuck you, Queen Elizabeth. And fuck you, Nazis. And then that was the counter psyop. That was the counter Nazi psyop. Straight edge was the counter. That was the counterattack. So okay, we'll take over punk and we'll install something called straight edge. So that's the Nazis pushing back into that subculture. Yeah. In reaction to the punk subculture's perceived excesses, some adherents refrain from engaging in promiscuous or casual sex, follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, and do not consume caffeine or prescription drugs. The term straight edge was adopted from the 1981 song Straight Edge by hardcore punk band Minor Threat. Minor Threat are Nazis. Minor Threat was an American hardcore punk band formed in 1980 in Washington, D.C. by vocalist Ian MacKay. Basically, they were in there to target bad brains. Because bad brains were a black punk band. And so Minor Threat went in there effectively, yeah, as like a fucking the East German Nazi skull and bones Nazi propaganda to counter bad brains. Yeah, so that's what it was. Underground music scene, yeah. Yeah. Although the original song was not written as a manifesto or a set of rules according to the band members, many later bands inspired by the idea use it as such. Yeah, it's a manifesto. That's it. Yeah. At least I can fucking think. I can't keep up. I'm out of step with the world. Yeah, wake up, you baby. At least I can fucking think. I'm awake, man. Anyway, Danny Piert was in the hardcore scene. Danny Piert is the biggest piece of shit, or was the biggest piece of shit on the face of the planet. Tara Bennett actually checked him out early. She gave him like crippling meningitis. Yeah, and wrecked both Rory Kelly, who was his fat girlfriend / wife, and Danny Piert. Because Danny Piert was in that hardcore scene. How many murders? At the time I met him, how many murders? 17 when I had met him. On behalf of who? Bikies. He was a bikie assassin. Danny Piert. Fucking hell. Yeah, what a piece of shit. And that's why he fucking hated himself too, yeah. Yeah. Dog shit. Yeah, and Brett. Brett didn't start murdering until later, did he? No. When did he start murdering? When he was about 35. Yeah. I knew Danny was a piece of shit. Yeah, he was a fucking spastic. Yeah. So Tara Bennett checked him out before he eventually they just capped him because he was like incapacitated. He was so sickly. He was like disease ridden. He couldn't move. Yeah. She hit him with like fucking 17 different illnesses at the same time, basically. Yeah. Fuck you, Danny. He's so fucking cunt. And you've been my daily. Sit down, we'll frame the facade. Shapes live forever. Yeah, now Rowan Kelly I actually played doctors and nurses with when I was a kid, when I was 7. Tara saw it. She's like, and Sylvia saw it as well. It's like, holy shit, this guy's 7 years old. He's getting it naked. Yeah. And then she hooked up with Danny Kelly because Danny Piert. Rowan Kelly is Steve Kelly's daughter. Steve Kelly was Chris Tapscott's beauty friend. And he was the fuckstick. He was like, now that I'm on board, I'm in charge. And he was the one going, this is Steve Kelly going, okay, I'm on board. Yeah, okay, I buy it. Congratulations, Mr. Tapscott. Young Sonny, young Nick Tapscott there. Oh, there's no fucking pocket. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I'm going to need Tara. Okay, so step 1, Nick, you're going to get a tattoo on your face, pal. All right. Step 2, Tara Bennett and Kitty Callahan, they're going to be moving into my house. Because that's how I'll be giving them my instructions and my feedback on how they live. Yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah. Anyway, we check that fucking spastic cunt out. How many murders have he committed? 18. Yeah. Fuck you. I wish I could bash him. Yeah, but so Danny Kelly fucking hated me because Ryan Kelly was going out with Danny. She said that's the guy who fucking had sex with me. She didn't say rape, did she? Like, no. She was like, I fucked him when I was like 7. Yeah, basically. We didn't fuck. We just played doctors and nurses, basically, yeah. But yeah, there was no ejaculation or anything. But, yeah. Whatever. I was 7, she was 7. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Just kids, young kids. Yeah, so she told her boyfriend, and it was Danny Piert, and he was like, I'll kill him. Yeah. And so he really wanted to. And that's who Nat Alia was potentially in talks with to have me assassinated. Yeah. All right, I've just been zoomed, and so as a result, we are going to play Google Maps. There you are.
Also known as a fuel-air explosive, FAE weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, thermo, and pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material or aerosol into the air and then igniting it. The initial explosion creates a blast.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. I don't know about you, but yeah, they had a blast. Sucks shit. If I hear a Nazi cough, you're dead. I'll kill someone. I'll kill everyone. Everyone connected to that Nazi cougher. Because that's not all you've done. You haven't just ordered a Nazi cough near me. But if I hear a Nazi cough, people are gone. That was actually the spastic who ordered it. Yeah. Yeah. They've got a network. We'll explain the whole network thing. They've all got the same app, basically. It's like a deep web. It's like a dark web social network, and they all just basically log in. It's like a shared document. They log in, and they see which assets are near me, and then they go, okay, Nazi cough, and they do it to everyone. Yeah. How's the Nazi coffee out in the street manager? Yeah, through the roof still. Yeah, and increasing. Well, we know how to deal with it, right? They'll have to run out of. They use coughs, but we've got bombs and weapons. So I think they're going to run out of coffers before we run out of fucking bullets, basically. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I felt that. Did you feel that? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Deep satisfaction. Oh, yeah, they doubled down. All right, here we go.
I like to say there was no other way.
Explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high temperature explosion. A thermobaric weapon, also known as a fuel air explosive (FAE) weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, thermo, and pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material or aerosol into the air and then igniting it. The initial explosion creates a blast wave that compresses and heats the surrounding air, creating a high-temperature explosion with a longer duration and higher energy output compared to conventional explosives. These weapons are known for their ability to produce intense heat and pressure, resulting in devastating effects on structure.
Yeah. So Danny Piert of the Killchoir Project. I'm now being strongly encouraged to make this a two-parter. Yeah, they're like, don't go too much longer than 3 hours, Mr Tapscott. Okay. Let's have another cup of coffee. Yeah. Yeah, all right, we'll make it a two-parter. Yeah, so Danny Piert, my ex-girlfriend Nat, the fucking Polish Catholic Nazi, was in open talks with Danny to have me assassinated. Yeah. She was also in open. How many people was Nat actually talking to about having me killed? 3 or 4. Yeah. Yama. She was like, get Yama to do it, get Sarah to do it. She was going to do it herself, and she's going to get Danny to do it, and her brother as well. Yeah. And her parents basically sanctioned it. They said, like, yeah, kill him. Yeah. I don't work for you, you fucking Polish spastic dogs. I hope you fucking, where are you now? Dead. Yeah, fuck you. You're in hell. Yeah. Your fucking daughter wasn't good enough. And fuck you. It's her fault. Fuck you. I wish she was still alive. I was fucking smash the shit out of you, fucking spastics. Anyway. So all of these cunts are floating around. But so I'm gonna fucking kill this now, playing around on the scene, on the circuit. And as such, we're getting the buzz. The buzz is there. We're the buzz meters. And Russell is getting fucking, like, there's so much, yeah. He's going in fucking all types of different directions. Because on the one hand, he's getting more and more punk, which is awesome. But on the other hand, he's getting more and more self-destructive, which is bad. And he's just like every character trait that he had just went to the extreme. Yeah. So jealous rivalry with me to the extreme. Push back against fucking nerds trying to suppress him to the extreme. And that part was great. I'm just like, bro, if you just focus, like you're yelling at your friends. Like, you know, surely you want your drummer to be safe and comfortable so you can play gigs. Right. But no, Jamie's a fuckhead. Yeah, fucking hell, Russell. Yeah. Russell, you fucking spastic. Yeah, so it was in that period. That was when he did that thing at Sugar. He also went around the streets, sprayed it with black paint, and painted, I'm going to fucking kill you all around the streets of Adelaide on all the walls, pubs. And, like, he got in heaps of trouble. Like, and that's when the government went, like, who is this loose fucking unit psycho? They looked into it and went, like, nah. That guy, yeah. So then the government actually started sending in police and goons and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm just there trying to keep the band together. It's like, fucking hell. And every time Russell realizes that, like, my booking is actually being effective. And so he's like, oh, I gotta try and hold him back. Like, well, bruh, like, don't you want to, like, you said you wanted to be in a band, right? He's like, yeah, this band is what I do. Like, right. So, do you want to play, like, you don't want to play shows because you have to play shows. Like, no, fucking hell, how come Jamie don't fucking play golf? And then he starts getting looser and looser. And every gig, without fail, I'll get a phone call from Russell about 24 hours before. So, I'm not playing. I'm not playing tonight. I'm not playing. Why not? Why? It's like, because last night, Dave and Jamie, I found out they played golf and they didn't invite me. I'm like, well, fucking. And then he wanted to have an hour. But he was just being a princess, basically. He was being a diva. Yeah. And then because he's an ego, he has just absolutely fucking exploded. Meanwhile, the band is actually going fucking gangbusters. We're selling out. We sold out Rocket Bar. We sold out every venue that we played in Adelaide. We sold it out. We sold out fucking. Was the Pizza Hut, the Lizard Lounge? Yeah, that's it. There was an old Pizza Hut they converted into a venue. We sold that out. We sold out the Exeter a couple of times. Sold out the Crown and Anchor a couple of times. Sold out Rocket Bar a couple of times. Yeah, it's fucking sick. We blew up with Grace Darling, but just that little bit of ego went straight to fucking Schmuzzle's head, and so he's ramping up. And the looser he gets, the more of a reputation he gets. And the more of a reputation he gets, the more people are coming out of the woodwork to try to clamp him down. The more people are trying to clamp him down, the fucking looser he gets. And it's just like this endless spiral where he's just basically at war with everyone. Fuck you. And he goes from being like the Russell bail up. Yeah, that's it. He goes from being like, oh yeah, fucking hey, to being your mate, to like, oh, what's your fucking problem? Yeah, fuck you. Like having back dudes into the wall. Like, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. He was definitely more bark than bite. Yeah, he was definitely more bark than bite. All right, now Sarah from the Roosevelt, represented here at this moment as this black torch. It's like, I'm not completely, I'm not the innocent schoolgirl sitting in the corner either. Yeah, because I'm a loose unit. I'd fucking, you see me. I drink. I'm a loose unit too. I'm a bit of a fucking loose cunt. I get smashed. I get wasted. I'm a little bit egotistical, but not too bad. Yeah. No, yeah. Kitty Khan is saying she was very impressed because I kept my feet grounded. I was kept grounded. Yeah. Yeah. And they were heaping so much pressure on me, and I was like, not fucking snapping. Yeah. Yeah. Russell, yeah, is a cutter. Okay, no, Sarah's saying that. Tell this story first. It's sick. Yeah. So when two dudes meet each other, they start sort of like testing each other out. And one of the things that Russell did, like, I was drinking at his place, and I was quite drunk. And he, like, went, we were talking about something. I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And Justin was there. And Justin fucking hated me just because I'm me. Yeah. Because that's right, we recorded after the demo. So Justin mixed our demo. And he was just like, who's this cunt? Fuck you. Yeah, and he fucking hated me. Yeah. And then, yeah, he's like, who's this pretentious wanker? Yeah, basically. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Who's this pretentious wanker? This asshole. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'll wear a different t-shirt to you, bro. But who cares? Like, it's like, you think, it's what I was saying before. It's like, yeah, in the Crown and Anchor scene, I'm a pretentious wanker. In the fucking pretentious wanker scene, I'm a fucking metal bogan. I can't win. I'm trying to do one of each. Everyone hates me, basically. Yeah. So we're drinking at Russell's place, and it was a party, and Justin was there, and he was standing on the balcony watching it. Like, we were all standing on Russell's balcony at the Smacking Flats. And Russell goes like, I don't know. He's like, oh, fuck you. Well, fuck you. And so he like punches me in the arm. And I'll punch him in the arm back. And he's like, and it's like the standoff thing. He's like, should I escalate it? And he's like bang, slaps me in the ear. You hit me in the fucking ear. And before I knew it, I was just like, and I had it like, because he was standing in front of like a chair. And I like went, yeah, and I'm like, and yeah, Sarah from the Roosevelt saw it. Like the space goes, because she's like, who's this Tapscott character? He's got some stones on him. Yeah, so God King Xerxes. Keeping an eye on things. And, yeah, because like bang, he hit me in the ear. I'm like, and it like getting hit in the head or in the ear Like it flips a switch in my brain, and I just like the red mist. This is the red mist. And before I knew it, I'd gone like body shot, like bang, and then body shot him. So like doubled it like right in the fucking solar plexus. And as he went down to clutch his guts, I came up with this part, like under the, like I had him under there. So I was like, God, yeah. So I was like, and pushed him up and back. So like it was my forearm was like up straight under his chin, and like pushed him up and back, and he was like straight through the chair. The chair just like smashed, and then I had him on the fucking ground, like pinned him under my forearm, like, oh fuck you. He's like, get off me. I'm like, oh fucking how the fuck did I do that? And Justin apparently saw it. He was there drinking. He's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, because he was like, oh, I can kick this guy's ass. And then he saw that. And he's like, oh shit. Oh, guess we're ruling that one out. Yeah, but I didn't hurt him. Like I didn't hurt him at all. But I put him on his ass. Like, yeah, fucking like lightning. Yeah. He returned the favor like many other times. Like he like, yeah, fuck you, Russell, and he'd like, and there you go, fucking cunt. Like, you know, I was like, yeah. But yeah, that was it. I just had him pinned like under the forearm, like, up under the throat. Oh fuck! Like he was like, get off me! Oh shit! Sorry, dude. Oh fucking yeah. There you go. Pretty cool. Yeah. Fucking crazy days. Yeah. All right. Everyone's saying I should wrap it up right here. Yeah, because it's like nearly 9 o'clock. Yeah, we've gone for 3 hours. You've been watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. We'll just do this one last little thing, just to remind people that I'm Mr Tapscott. Not your daddy's Jesus, says the kitty cat. Not your daddy's son of man.
Why does a line indication of blue selected for night? Still never know there, never gonna be there again.
A thermobaric weapon, also known as a fuel air explosive (FAE) weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, thermo, and pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material.
You've been watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. Until next time, part 2 of I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You.